Yo, what is good, Killer Squad? Hitman here, back with another video. So a lot of you guys been asking me during my Wheel of Baller what players I should get for certain lineups. Today we're going to be talking about basically players you can get for less than 200k, even cheaper. Most of them are actually going for less than 100k, closer to 150k. But for the 2A lineup, we're going to probably do these for every single lineup. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys find this helpful, or if you want me to do certain lineups next, or if you guys want me to do a higher amount. Let me know in the comments down below, because when I stream, a lot of people are like, can I get this player? Should I get this player? So let me know. So let's set a like goal for 200 likes for this maybe helpful video for you guys. I don't know yet, so let me know what you guys think as well. So we're gonna start off with the 2A lineup. We're gonna be in the auction house, as you guys can see. We're gonna do the 2A lineup. The point guard position is where it's kind of more expensive. It's where you can also save down with some of these players. Let me show you guys. So we're gonna go 87 overall. So we're going to go with 100k and maybe go up to 200k as well. So for 100k, you can get Reggie Jackson. This is definitely not the right position. We're going to start with the point guard. So Reggie Jackson is pretty good for 100k. And it's probably the best you can get for the 87 overall with the 74 3-point, 79 shooting, which is pretty decent. But if you go down to an 85 overall, you can spend a little less. You can get, where is he? Kyle Lowry, which is a pretty solid card with 76 3-point. DJ Augustin actually has some really good 3-point, 82 overall. He definitely sells for less than 100k. So if you want to get something for less than 100k, these campus hero guys, even Shabazz Napier is less than 100k, will give you 86 3-points. So those guys are pretty solid. If you guys want some cheap one, then if we move up to 200k, there is some very solid players right here that I'm going to show you guys. And there are a bunch of 87, 88 overalls. That's not Reggie Jackson. I know a lot of players don't like Reggie Jackson. So you can pick up Steph Curry for 170k with 94 3-point. He's absolutely a beast. He's even cheaper than that. You can probably get him for 150k. I'm not a big fan of Westbrook because he has 77 3-point, which is not the best. But 90 speed is absolutely amazing and 87 shooting. So you can get him for about 150k as well. James Harden as well is really good for 200k, 84 3-point. But overall, if you want to pick up someone who's cheap, CJ McCollum or Steph Curry. I like CJ McCollum with the 88 3-points. So for 200k, you can pick up probably Steph Curry or some of these what's it called? These program players. So CJ McCollum, also less than that, but 150k is where you can get some decent players. If you're not willing to spend all the way to 200k, you can get some decent players in like Kyle Lowry, Westbrook. Those are probably the best we can get. Even if you're lucky, you sometimes can find these. I love picking up these program players. Any of these rising stars is good. Double boost is really good. It helps. Even though it's an 88 overall, it makes your team even higher with the double boost. Although Dennis Schroeder is not the best, Jamal Murray is probably one of the better ones. So 170k or so. Those are pretty good for the point guard. Now we're going to go up to the shooting guard. Shooting guard position for about 100k. Is actually, there's a lot of good ones, to be honest. We're going to definitely talk about those. Tyreek Evans is not the best one to get. If we go up, you can get Tyreek, but the best one is obviously around the 86k, 86 overall mark. Where is he? 86 overall. Where are those players? It might be 85 overall, but 100k. The shooting guard position is kind of expensive. You can pick up, where is it? DeMar DeRozan is good. Andrew Wiggins right here, 74 3-point, which is really good. 85 overall. He's only about 70k, so he's one of the cheaper ones to get. You can pick up James Harden, who has 83 point, but I'm not a big fan of base players. I just don't like how they play. Tyreek Evans is not the best because he's 63 points, so I'm not a big fan, but Andrew Wiggins is probably the best one. But if you spend up just a little bit, we go up to 150k. There is some really good players. You can pick up a CJ McCollum down the line, an 87 overall. CJ McCollum right here. This guy is a beast. 83 overall. This is just a set that came out recently. So he's absolutely a beast. 86 speed, 91 dribbling, 83 point shooting, I meant. Or you can pick up Clay with an 86 3-point. These are all from the same program. All the playoff programs. So these guys for 150k, you just pay up for just a little bit and you get some beast players. In those two, those are one I really recommend. You pay up a little bit, you get CJ or you get Clay. Those are really good. Now, if you go up to 200k, there's definitely some good players out there. Some very good ones. But again, I think most of these will cost you about 150k, maybe even a little cheaper. So let's go check out where are the 200. Wait, I think you can get an 89 overall if you're lucky. Sometimes, yeah, there's none. But I would recommend just getting Clay. Clay is probably the best one. You might be able to get some Campus Hero Buddy Hield. Campus Hero Buddy Hield. I meant the Rising Star Buddy Hield. Now let's go pick up the small forward. This one is a little easier. You got to go 88 overall. You can get all these base players if you want. But for 200k, we started off. You can get any of these program players, which is really good. Andrew Wiggins right here. He goes for 100k, and he's actually solid. I'd really like Andrew Wiggins. If you're not getting the shooting guard Andrew Wiggins, you might want to get this guy. He's 100k only. Let's start with the 100k. We're gonna start 100k and progress higher, so you guys can kind of see what we can get. So yeah, you can get Richard Jefferson is not bad. 83 point. He's decent, but I personally like Andrew Wiggins or LeBron James. LeBron James doesn't shoot as well, but Andrew Wiggins plays so well for me. 86 shooting, but Richard Jefferson 83 points, which is really good, and 84 shooting. So those are probably the best ones you can get. Now if we move up to 150k, you can probably get a bunch of these rising star players. I really love my rising star players. I really think that they're the best for the budget. There's a lot of good ones. Ooh, AC Green for 125 green. Although he is not the best at 3-point, he is really good defensively. So if you like playing with defensive player, I would pick up AC Green, not AJ Green. That's awkward. We don't have a football player, but Gordon Hayward. Absolutely a beast, only going for 150k, even less than that if you look up further down. 84 3-point, 85 speed, 87 shooting. So all these playoff cards are really amazing. So I definitely want to pick him up. 150k. But there's some better program players if you go look further down. You'll be able to find some rising star player in Aaron Gordon and stuff like that. So like Aaron Gordon, although his 3-point is only 70, has 86 defense, 90 shooting, and his +1 to shooting, +1 to defense is absolutely amazing and really clutch. And if you're lucky, you might be able to get an 89 overall. And some people like to post him for cheap, you know, that can give you +2 to 3-point, which is absolutely a clutch shot. But obviously those are the ones you want to try to get. And then if we go up to 200k, definitely I don't recommend going to 200k because I don't think there's anything worth the upgrade. Those are the ones that really just my opinion, right? Obviously, those are the ones I think are going to be the best. At 89 overall, there's definitely maybe a few if you're lucky, and only actually Andrew Wiggins, Gordon Hayward. I don't think there's really anything other than that you can get. So yeah, 200k, nothing really much that I might be forgetting. Paul George is a snipe here for 200k. If you're lucky, you can get him for 230k. He actually has solid stats. We don't see him right now. You can pick up this Paul George for 200k. If you're lucky, this seems to be a snipe, but stats-wise, I'd rather get Andrew Wiggins. Paul George seems to be good, but Gordon Hayward has basically the same stats, slightly cheaper. I'd rather get those right there. So next up, we're going to talk about the power forward position. Power forward position is kind of hard for 200k. Let's be honest, it's one of the most expensive position in the game. So if we go up to here, you have to go pay me 85 overall for 100k. The best one to get is Paul Millsap with the boost. 79 3-point, 79 shooting, which is good, and he got 79 defense. So motivator one, he's definitely going for less than 100k. You probably can pick him up to 70k. If you want to pick up Anthony Davis, he's not bad, but I don't recommend it. For his price, you can probably just pick up Paul Millsap for just a little bit more. So we can probably find a Paul Millsap for 90k around here. So I would definitely pick up Paul Millsap. You can pick up Ben Simmons for 100k as well. He has not the best 3-point, but he is really good in speed, dribbling, shooting and passing and defense overall. But between Paul Millsap and Ben Simmons, I would rather have Paul Millsap because Paul Millsap's stats are just really crazy, especially his 3-point. Now, even if we go up to 150k, you're not going to find much because a two-way lineup, it is definitely where is the Baron of this lineup. You can get Dragon Bender, but again, not a big fan. He does have 80 shooting and 63 dribbling, but 73 passing. His stats-wise is about the same as Ben Simmons, who's slightly taller, but I would much rather, actually, Ben Simmons should be 7'3" now in real life. 7'1", I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, there's not really much else you can add on to those positions. But if you want to pay a little more, I think 250k is where you can get some good players, but 200k also is not the best. If you go up to 87, I don't think we'll find anything exactly. So probably you want to save up on this one. Because the power forward one is really expensive, and they're really expensive. You can get Sean Kemp for 225, but again, he's not the best. You should probably go up to 300, 400k for the power forward position. And now finally, we're going to talk about the center position, which seems to be a little harder. There's like 1 or 2 really good players that you can pick up. But I mean, for 100k, I think you can get really, yeah, Marc Gasol, that was the one I was going to bring up. Marc Gasol is pretty good, less than 100k. You can actually probably get an 86 overall. If you're lucky, find Joel Embiid, the one from, what's this called? The Rising Star one. You're probably not going to find one. You can get DeAndre Jordan, but to be honest, I'd rather get a Marc Gasol. He has a slightly better shooting stats, and some defense is not as good, but the shooting stats is really clutch. He is tall though, 6'11". Marc Gasol is a better offensive player, so it's up to you guys. Marc Gasol is though taller. I don't think there's anything worthwhile in the 85 overall. I highly doubt any of these. Yeah, not worth it. Paul Gasol, not worth it. Now we're gonna go up just a slightly little bit. 150k is where you can get something fairly nice. At an 87 overall. I believe you can pick up Joel Embiid for about that price. If you're lucky to find one, it's Hassan Whiteside. Oh, you're not lucky. Hassan Whiteside, this is a rare one. I'm not a big fan, although he does have 80% defense. In that point, I'd much rather pick up a Marc Gasol at that price, just because the shooting mid-range just seems to be better. I believe I write 86, there might be a Joel Embiid. I'm trying to find if there is that program player. Yeah, none. But for 200k, I'm most likely gonna pick up, you're most likely gonna be able to pick up the Chinese New Year Joel Embiid, or yeah, there you go, the motivator ones. So there's this one, and let me see if I can find Amari Stoudemire is a pretty good video. But this one right here, this Joel Embiid right here is absolutely a beast. 80 shooting, 82 defense, and you get +1 to shooting and +1 to defense, so that's absolutely a beast stats. If you're lucky, you might be able to find a Chinese New Year one for about 190k, 180k. Bogut is okay. He's got really good defense, but shooting-wise is not the best. 7 feet, he's also really tall. When it comes to this round, I would probably pick up, most likely, where is he? Joel Embiid or Mari Stoudemire. Mari Stoudemire is also really good with his 86 shooting. So you guys can either pick any of those up. Bogut would be at a higher overall, but I'm trying to find, like, if you're lucky, sometimes you're most likely going to find a Joel Embiid. The Chinese New Year one, he can go for 200k, which is pretty good price. So that's actually pretty solid in my opinion. Alright, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And don't forget to let me know in the comments down below if this is very helpful, or let me know which lineup you guys wanted me to do, or how much amount. Actually, let me know how much and which lineup you guys want me to do next. Should be interesting. I should be finishing up the whole series with all the lineups, and then afterwards we're gonna go and keep going on with that. If you want to see my latest video, it's gonna be on the right side of the screen, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make videos on it daily. Alright, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Kill it!